Hey, Bob and Jean, I'm here at the house. I'm standing on the property looking at the road you come in on. You'd ask me if it's rough. No, it's not rough. It's actually a moderately well-maintained road. That is the cabin across the street that I said looks older but is charming. You know, it's actually got more style, I would say, than the one you're looking to buy. But so it's not like your neighbors are, certainly not a rundown junk pile like you can sometimes see out in the woods. Here's the water tank. It's new-ish, you know, it looks new, and it's 2,500 gallons. I see that a lot on horse properties out in the valley where they have a low producing well, but they need to get water for their horses. Got a pretty oak tree here with a little swing for the kids. And you could kind of see, I'm not sure how well it reflects in the video, when I say the property is sloped, but it has flat areas. You know, it's usable and sloped. You could put a horseshoe pit in. They've got a fire pit and a couple picnic tables. They've got a storage shed over here. You know, where I'm standing, there's plenty of room to park, but my car is parked on the main driveway, which is up here. So, I mean, parking is absolutely not a problem. You could park, you know, 3 40-foot RVs here if you so were inclined to do that. This is a little bunkhouse, and since I have it unlocked, I'm going to start with the bunkhouse. It looks like they got wood storage there. Personally, having interacted with the critters that live out here, the little 6-legged variety and the 4-legged bigger ones, I would clear out the wood pile myself. I like this old juniper stump. Keep that because it's got some grizzled charm to it. So here's the bunkhouse. Looks like the bunkhouse used to have a wood stove in it, by the way. Old screen door. You know, it's probably, it looks like it's older than I am, probably. I think that was a wood storage under there when it used to have a wood stove. Little built-in cabinet here. It's all paneling. You know, welcome to the 1970s, guys. The curtains came along for the ride. Oh, you got the Duke here, waiting to say hello. I kind of like these old Western magazine cutouts. I'd actually consider keeping those because it's kind of cool, kind of kitschy. Here's where I think they had the wood stove chimney flue. They actually have a decent number of windows in this. They used it, the original owner, I guess, had it as a little art studio. Looks like the kids here do a little art. You know, you look out, you can see someone's garage down below, but it's through the trees. You know, it's not right on top of you. That's one thing I like on this property, is you have neighbors, but the neighbors aren't living on top of you. So it feels like if you're sitting out here with your grandkids making some s'mores, you know, not like everybody's going to be listening to your conversation and watching everything you do. Okay, I'm going to head up to the main house. You see they put in these little metal, I don't know, ramp things. I'd probably make a better path myself. They're okay, but they're kind of bouncy when you walk on them. And here's the fire pit area. There's some steps over here, but in the interest of going faster, I'm just going to walk up this hill. Alright, here I am. Got a nice deep driveway where I said you could park front to back numerous vehicles. Over here they've got their side-by-side, which is also for sale if you wanted it. Little fishing boat. I'm not sure if you saw, but Lynx Lake is nearby if you like do a little bass fishing, a little catfish, bluegill. Over here, I haven't come over here yet. It looks like just their wood pile / their wood wheelbarrow and some junk. So you see how the home, you know, it's relatively accessible compared to quite a few of the ones we've been to. The siding looks pretty good. I did see a few places where it had woodpeckers pecking on it, which is completely normal here. I actually really like the woodpeckers because they make a cool sound and they're pretty. Newer Fujitsu system. You know, it's almost August today, and I think the high up here is probably going to be like 82. It's a little bit humid because it's cloudy out, but you don't really need air conditioning. But, you know, there's days it'd be nice to have it. The front deck, so that's something you could do if this was your home. You know, they got room for 2 chairs here and a nice telescope. Probably great star seeing out here when you can see through the trees. But, you know, push the deck out a little bit in some direction so that you can sit up here more as opposed to going down to the picnic area. And you can see how you're elevated, but you're surrounded by trees, so you don't have distance views, but you got that nice forest feel between the ponderosa pines, some oak trees, and it looks like a couple of firs, I think, because we're getting up high enough that they'll grow. Now, I'm gonna go in the main home. It's a little dark in here because all the windows are closed, but you get the idea. Throughout is this drywall, which is in remarkably good condition in general because it looks like original 1970 something drywall. But I don't see any cracks. It doesn't appear to have like nail holes, so really good condition for old drywall. And then this wall has, I believe, that some sort of a wallpaper, which personally I would 86. Another thing, if I was putting in windows in this home when you remodel, it's just the T111 siding and some wood trim. So it'd be real easy to like take this window and make it a much bigger window, you know, or take this door and make it a full-on French door and just have a security screen door to keep people out when you're gone half the year. You know, okay sized living room. You could probably fit another lazy boy in here depending on how you set it up, but it's not huge. You're not going to get 6 adults or something. But again, you'd be here in the summertime. 6 adults are probably going to be around the fire circle outside. And then you've got wood stove that looks to be in pretty good shape. And that thing would absolutely heat you out of here. You'd have to open a window if you're running that bad boy in the winter. Here's the kitchen. Newer fridge, but again, it's kind of like a 2/3 or 3/4 size refrigerator. Kind of like these lights. They remind me of Grandma's house when I was a kid. The cabinets are actually in decent condition, considering that they're my age. Probably in better condition than I am, but they could handle, you know, a nice replacement on the kitchen cabinets, make it modern, maybe put some quartz countertops, brighten it up in here. Through here, you've got the laundry room. I can't open that door. Oh, wait, I can. I didn't need a key. I thought it did. It's a little laundry room. The laundry room has something in it that smells good. I don't know what it is. Coat closet in the laundry room. You know, not a half bad laundry room. Considering, you know. And then the bedrooms are over here. They're not split or anything. They're right next to each other. So the master bedroom. I hesitate to say master, but this is what the husband and wife are using. You know, I mentioned there's a halfway decent sized closet for an older cabin. Again, you got the window here. You could put a bigger one. You could put a window up there. Again, with the older light fixture. I'd almost consider keeping those just because they're so vintage. Then you've got, straight ahead is that closet I told you about, which is actually a pretty good sized closet. And it's not used to its full potential, but it's got a decent amount of storage there. The bathroom, looks like the toilet's been updated at some point. The vanity is vintage 1970s, I'd say. So I'd do a redo on the bathroom. But I mean, in the meantime, it's quite usable. I mean, it's nothing, you know, it's no great shakes. It's not going to win a beauty contest, but it's in good shape. It's, you know, solid. You know, you can kind of get a view of these mini split air ducts, which is nice to have. So you've got heating and cooling out of that system. So this is the kids' room. They got a little practice bow, a couple slingshots. I remember using slingshots when I was a kid. Things could whiz a stone and put an eye out at 200 yards. All right, so that's the grand tour of the inside. I'm going to lock up and head over to that piece of land you're asking me about. If you have any questions, of course, call me. The owner is the agent, and she seems very nice and willing to answer questions. So anyway, I look forward to talking to you.